Hello, welcome to the girly chapter. I don't want to be a player. Wow, start again, because apparently I can't read out loud. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ray, and today we are going to talk about my 26 of 2026. The 26 books that I want to read this year. It's taken me a while, and as we get to the bottom, you'll see that I kind of was like, oh my god, what about this? Oh my god, that book. Oh my god, that book. So now I'm really upset that I was being so strategic at the start of my list. The bottom is not strategic at all, but we have a list, and I didn't have one last year, so we're trying something new. Okay, something new for all of us. So I've got it on my phone, and we're just gonna get cracking. There's two on my list that are authors, because I just would like to read one of their books, but I'm not quite sure which book yet. Is that cheating? I hope it's not cheating. We have some new releases on here and some really old, not new releases that I've basically just not been able to get to. Mind you, I've only started reading in the last 2 years, so I've got a lot of catching up to do. Well, not really, because I can do what I want. So starting off strong, we have A Little Life, and I think I can do it this time. I think I can do it this year. I know it's gonna absolutely wreck me, but it's at the top because I really want to read it. I want to be disheveled. I want to be picked apart, taken to pieces. I want to be sobbing with snot bubbles. I want it. If you do not know A Little Life, I'm going to read what it's about. Okay, all of the synopsis that I'm going to be reading, all of the synopsises that I will be reading to you today will be based off a fable, because I put it all in a little list, and Fable let me do that without having to move it from other lists, unlike some reading trackers. A Little Life follows start again, because apparently I can't read out loud. A Little Life follows 4 college classmates, broke, adrift and buoyed only by their friendship and ambition as they move to New York in search of fame and fortune. While their relationships, which are tinged by addiction, success and pride, deepen over the decades, the men are held together by their devotion to the brilliant, enigmatic Jude, a man scarred by an unspeakable childhood trauma. I'm really excited because last year I realised sometimes I do enjoy a book that is very realistic, that the characters really grip you. I read Honey Bee and it was just so normal, and I liked that because it was a break from people throwing powers at people, riding dragons, flying dragons, mind talking to each other. This one was just about 2 girls that just were in their 20s and just trying to figure it out, and it was amazing. I ate it up. I know I said I don't want to start any series, but I want to read Twilight because everyone was reading it in 2025 and I was missing out. This is a 2026 release. Everyone in this bank is a Thief by Benjamin Stevenson. I really enjoy Benjamin Stevenson's writing, so I'm very excited for this. 10 suspects, 10 heists, a puzzle only Ernest Cunningham can solve. I've spent the last few years solving murders, but a bank heist is a new one, even for me. I've never been a hostage before. The doors chained shut, no one in or out, which means that when someone in the bank is murdered, hostages become suspects. The bank robber, the manager, the security guard, the kid, the film producer, the priest, the receptionist, the patient, the carer, me. Turns out more than one person planned to rob the bank today. You can steal more from a bank than just money. Who is stealing what? Are they willing to kill for it? And can I solve the crime before the police kick down the door and rescue us? Ernest is one of my favorite characters ever. He's just funny. He's just so realistic, but he's just funny. Like, I bet in this book he's like, why me? Next one is Sweet Heat by Bolu Babalola. This is a romance, I believe. 28-year-old Kiki Banjo hosts the popular podcast The Heartbeat, solving romantic conundrums and dishing out life advice. But behind the mic, career setbacks and devastating breakup. Oh, But behind the mic, career setbacks and a devastating breakup have left her hanging on by a thread. As she's preparing to be the maid of honor in her best friend's wedding, everything starts to unravel and Kiki is left wondering if she ever had the answers. Then Kiki finds herself face to face with the best man, her ex-boyfriend Malachi, the smooth-talking, absurdly handsome, annoyingly perceptive man who stole her heart and then shattered it. While Kiki's approaching rock bottom, Malachi's been on the rise as a filmmaker, and now they have no choice but to play nice until the wedding is over. Both are hell-bent on ignoring the smouldering chemistry between them, but as they navigate the chaos of wedding plans, career ambitions, and Kiki's growing fears about the future, they can't ignore the spark that's only getting hotter. I can't wait to read this. It's only 368 pages as well. The only reason why I say it's only is because I've been reading these fantasy books and they're like, yeah, cheeky 700 pages. That's not cheeky, that's rude and disrespectful. Next we have The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, which is part of the Dream Harbour series by Laurie Gilmore. This one is being released in 2026 as well. It's on my list because Laurie Gilmore is one of my authors. Dream Harbour is my favorite, is my absolute favorite series ever, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna read it. No book buying ban is stopping me from buying the Dream Harbour series, unfortunately. It has to be bought, it has to be got. The greatest love is the one you never expected to find. Daisy is fed up with being unlucky in love, and after several weddings she has done the flowers for end in divorce, her beloved flower shop has gained a reputation of being cursed, thanks to May Kelly and his famous visions. Dream Harbour newcomer Elliot has been adjusting to town life following his own relationship turmoil, and until now he's avoided the flower shop at all costs. If the mayor is correct, he doesn't need any more bad luck in his life. But with his family coming to visit, Elliot finds himself reluctantly in front of Daisy's store in need of some flowers. As the petals blossom in the sunlight, Daisy and Elliot might find that love comes when you're least expecting it. The Daisy Chain Flower Shop is a cozy romantic mystery. Ooh, with a fake relationship dynamic, a small town setting. Ah! Sold. Now, if you are a Dream Harbour stan like me, the last book, Daisy comes out of nowhere and I'm like, who the hell is this girl? And then Elliot comes out of nowhere and I'm like, who the hell is this man and what's going on? And then in that book you're like, oh, okay, and now they have their own book and it's going to be a fake relationship. I don't think I could personally be in a fake relationship. Like, who wants to do that in real life? Absolutely not. That is too much. We have Fearless by Lauren Roberts. That is a part of a series already, and I don't want to spoil it, but basically in this, what is the series actually called? In the Powerless series, there's trials in it. There's people with powers and some people that don't have powers, and the people that don't have powers are like seen as less than. So there's kind of like a divide between those people, and then they kind of like, actually no, do you know what I mean? And then they fight, and then some people fall in love, some people don't fall in love, some people don't. It's the next one. I want to read it, okay? And if you're not aware of it, I don't want to spoil it for you, so you're gonna have to go and you're gonna have to read it. You see Kai? Yes to that, man. The next one I want to read is Love at Full Tilt by Jenny L. Howe, and I wanted to read this in 2025 but didn't quite get to it. Leah Baker has spent the last few months wishing time would stand still. Soon her friends will head off to college while she's left behind, buried under her mum's anxiety and working for a job she doesn't want. But life throws her for a loop when she wins a spot in the 50th anniversary scavenger hunt at Fableland, a legendary theme park. The contest is a golden ticket to a world where her favourite stories come to life and a chance for her to write some new ones of her own. Everything seems perfect, especially after she teams up with Mason, a cute rival who knows as much about Fableland as she does. Together they're unstoppable, but as Mason's sweet smile starts to melt her focus, Leah realises that she may have to choose between her future she wants to right, and a love she didn't plan for. So that is on my list. Cute little romance. I know I said no more starting series this year. However, we've got Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I do want to read it because everybody, their mom, their dog, grandma, auntie, uncle, grandpa, baby that can't even read yet, read this book, and I want to read it. Bryn has spent the better part of her life waiting for the chance to attend the annual market hosted by the Kenta, the very same people who exiled the Allah to live a life over the sea. A rite of passage for all young guards. She's not sure what to expect from it, but breaking a century-long peace treaty certainly isn't on her map. Neither is the encounter with an enemy soldier. Returning home to, is it Allaha? Kenta and Allaha. Okay, butchering these already, but let's go. Returning home to Allaha, she's confronted with the aftermath of the day's events. The future is uncertain as the threat of hunger looms over the people. With rumours of a growing rebellion, Bryn and her closest friends promise to stick together. When an unexpected visitor arrives, Bryn's loyalty will be tested as she learns of a world of magic and treachery. Once her enemy, always her enemy, right? But the dark, knowing eyes of a stranger make her question everything, including her heart. And guess what? It's under 500 pages. Just under. I'm lying. It's basically 500 pages. But listen, it sounds good, no? And if you've read it, don't spoil anything for me. Warrior Princess Assassin. Now, I was minding my business. Sorry, this is by Bridget Kemmerer. I was minding my business, scrolling on that little TikTok app. Scrolling. And someone, who was it? It was, I don't know their name. The Reader Of is the TikTok handle. They were telling us about the book, and I said, fine, I will read it. So it's now my 26 of 26. So this is a steamy adult fantasy debut about three characters torn between chasing, betraying, and craving each other. A princess caught between duty and desire, the fearsome warrior king she's promised to, and the assassin tasked with hunting them down. Warrior. King Maddox. Wow. King Maddox. Wow. Wow. Guys, when I'm reading, those aren't real words. When I'm reading, those names aren't real words. It's just noises. But the fact that I have to read them out now is really testing testing it. King Maddox Kuronen's fire magic has earned him a ruthless reputation on the battlefield, but now his land is slowly burning. Kai, why didn't you start with Kai? Kai's only chance to save his people is to enter a marriage alliance with the neighboring nation of Astranza and hope that their royal family's power to manipulate the weather will help his kingdom flourish once more. He just needs to ensure no one finds out how this blaze began. Oh, goddamn. His fault. Princess. With enemies advancing on Astranza, Princess Jory's home needs the protection of the fearsome warrior king, but she's hiding a dangerous secret. Her family's magic is fading. Oh girl, we're all gonna be upset about the ending, aren't we? Tempting as it is to reject her duties and run away with her childhood friend Asha, Jory knows that she's the kingdom's last hope. When she meets her intended, Jory is surprised to discover that beneath Kai's daunting exterior is a compassionate and sharp-witted man who sets her heart aflame. But what will he do when he realizes she's deceiving him? Assassin. Ash has done what he must to survive, even if that means getting his hands dirty. Once a young nobleman in Astranza's palace, where he and Jory caused mischief together, now he's part of the Hunters Guild, employing much darker skills. When a lucrative job comes his way, Asher can't say no until he discovers the target. Someone wants Jory and Kai dead. With the guild watching, Asher must decide what he's willing to do to protect the woman he loves and the maddening king who keeps getting under his skin. Warrior Princess Assassin marks the beginning of beginning. Oh, it's gonna be a series. The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. This has been on my list for a very long time. A recently deceased woman meets the one in the afterlife waiting room, scoring a second chance at life and love, if she can find him on Earth before 10 days are up. If she wasn't dead already, Delphi would be dying of embarrassment. Not only did she die by choking on a microwavable burger, but now she's standing in her shining shine like a star 90 in front of the hottest man she's ever seen, and he's smiling at her. I love it already. As they start to chat, everything else becomes background noise. That is until someone comes running out of the door yelling something about a huge mistake and sends the dreamy stranger back down to earth. And here Delphi was thinking her luck might be different in the afterlife. When Delphi is offered a deal in which she can return to earth and reconnect with the mysterious man, she jumps at the opportunity to find her possible soulmate and a fresh start. But in a city of millions, Delphi is going to have to listen to her heart, learn to ask for help, and perhaps even see the magic in the life she is leaving behind. Is it gonna wreck me? The Unknown by Riley Sager. I've put this down because I seen someone else had added this to their list and they read it and I was like, ooh, this is coming out in 2026. In 1926, 5 women disappeared from a remote island in Vermont. Now, 100 years later, it's happening again. And that's all I'm gonna read because that's what made me want to add it. So that's all you're gonna get. Next we have Legend Born by Tracy Dion. I want to read this because everybody was reading it and I didn't read it, so I want to read it. After her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energy. Ooh, scary. A secret society of so-called legend-born students that hunt the creatures down, and a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage's failure unlocks Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory with a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. Oh, okay. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiatives. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnerships pulls them deeper into the society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveal themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and explain, wow, that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. Yeah, gonna eat that up. Next we have Quarter Love Crisis by Jasmine Burke. This is a romance. Madison Clark has always lived by tick lists, schedules and 5-year plans, so she didn't foresee being this close to 30 and living at home in an assistant role, with the closest thing to a committed relationship being her grocery delivery driver. Jasmine's trying to read us. But when she lands the opportunity to lead on the company's biggest event to date, Madison sees a chance to get her life back on track. There's just one problem. She needs to join forces with Aiden Edwards, her longtime rival and infuriatingly handsome bane of her existence. Yeah, let me have it. Let me have it. Aiden and his casual arrogance and absolute lack of urgency test her at every turn, so when he promises to walk away if she can give up her notebooks and live spontaneously, Madison agrees, even if the concept is entirely alien to her. But as the two are forced closer together, Madison begins to wonder if this whole dare is Aiden's way of trying to help her rather than ruin her, and if that's the case, can they truly insist this simmering tension, guys. It's simmering tension between them as nothing more than hate. Madison's quarter life crisis seems to be turning into a quarter love crisis, and that was not part of the plan. I've got This Could Be Us, Kennedy Ryan, which I actually have a physical copy. Everybody's been reading this one, and Emily Henry said, heart-searing, sensual and life-affirming, and I love Emily Henry's books. Soledad Barnes has her life planned out, because of course she does. She plans everything, she designs everything, she fixes everything. She's a domestic goddess who's never met a party she couldn't host or a charge she couldn't lead. The one with all the answers and the perfect vinaigrette for that summer salad. But none of her varied talents can save her when catastrophe strikes and the life she built with the man who was supposed to be her forever goes poof in a cloud of betrayal and delusion. Oh my god, why these men? But there's no time to pout or sulk or even grieve the life she lost. She's too busy keeping a roof over her daughter's head. Oh, there's kids and food on the table, and in the process of saving them all, Soledad rediscovers herself. From the ashes of a life burnt to the ground, something bold and new can rise. But then an unlikely man enters the picture, the forbidden one, the one she shouldn't want but can't seem to resist. She's lost it all before and refuses to repeat her mistakes. Can she trust him? Can she trust herself? After all she's lost and found, can she be brave enough to make room for what could be? Honey and Spice by Bolu Babalola. I don't even need to say why I want to read it. Everybody be having a good time and I want to be a part of the club. So this is Bolu's debut novel. It says it's full of passion, humour and heart that centres on a young black British woman who has no interest in love and unexpectedly finds herself caught up in a fake relationship with the man she warned her girls about. Wow! Sweet like plantain, hot like pepper. They taste the best when together. Let's go. I don't even want to read anymore. I don't want to read anymore. Okay, I'm not going to read anymore. I'm excited. I want to read it now. We next have Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Chloe Brown is a chronically ill computer geek with a goal, a plan and a list. After almost, but not quite dying, she's come up with 7 directives to help her get a life and she already completed the first. Finally moving out of her glamorous family's mansion. The next items: enjoy a drunken night out, ride a motorcycle. I would like to ride a motorcycle. Go camping. Wow. Have meaningless but thoroughly enjoyable sex. Travel the world with nothing but hand luggage and do something bad. But it's not easy being bad even when you've written step-by-step guidelines on how to do it correctly. What Chloe needs is a teacher and she knows just the man for the job. Redford Red Morgan is a handyman with tattoos, a motorcycle and more sex appeal than 10,000 Hollywood heartthrobs. He's also an artist who paints at night and hides his work in the light of day, which Chloe knows because she spies on him occasionally. Just the tiniest bit. When she enlists Red in her mission to rebel, she learns things about him that no spy could teach her, like when he clearly resents Chloe's wealthy background and why he never shows his art to anyone and what really lies beneath his rough exterior. We have another 2026 release, which is The Last Page by Katie Holt. Now last year I was telling everybody and their pets about Not in My Book because I read that one last year and that was Katie's debut and I really enjoyed it. A bookseller with a dream of running her beloved bookstore versus the owner's out of touch grandson who inherits everything. Game on. That's all we need. That's all we need. Add it on your list. I know you want to. I know you want to add it on your list. Add it on your list and maybe we can read it together at the same time. Next, we have another 2026 release. Daybreak by Autumn Woods. If you read Nightshade like everybody did, and this time I wasn't out. I'm in the club. At the same time, I'm in the club at the same time. Daybreak's coming out into this year and we need it. I'm not even gonna read it to you. I'm telling you right now that you need to go read Nightshade. Go and read Nightshade. If you've not read it, go and, I'm being serious, go and read it. Pause the video, go and read it and come back and then we can get excited about Daybreak together. Next we've got Freshers by M. This is a 2024 release and I'm gonna read the little something here. Someone told me about this book at a book event I went to by myself and they recommended it to me, so it's been on my list. And then M messaged me. She messaged me just before Christmas and she said she likes me, she enjoys me, and now we're besties. If you watch this and we're besties now. Sorry, can't go back. If you didn't want this, you shouldn't have come in here in the DMs. Everyone knows the #1 rule at university is to never sleep with your flatmate. But when Daphne moves into her university housing for her first year, she doesn't expect her flatmates to be 3 insanely hot guys. Before she knows it, she's crossing lines that will only ever end in disaster. And it is a White Shoes novella. That's it, dog. That's it. We're reading it. It made me throw my phone. We're gonna try reading The Haunting of Hill House again because I did try it in 2025 and it did not work out for me, but I do want to read it, so we're gonna try again. Caught Up, and I'm also gonna say I'm putting Game On. Game On's coming out in 2026, but I need to read Caught Up in order to read Game On, so they're both on this list, okay? And this is what got me into dark romance. I read Lights Out and I said, ooh wee. So now Nefessa Allen, she's got me forever. Then we've got Katie Brent is coming out with another Kitty Collins book this year and I am going to read it because Kitty Collins is that girl. She is. Even though she be murdering men, she is that girl. And this one is called To All the Men I've Killed Before. I don't even want to spoil it for me because I just buy them and I read it. And I like that the most about authors that you would auto buy. I'm just gonna buy it and I'm gonna read it, and it makes the book even sweeter because you're like, ooh, Do you know what I mean? And then the two that I said that were on this list, but I haven't decided what actual books. I want to read a Kristen Hanna book, and then I also want to read a Stephen King book. Choosing is hard for me. So I'm going to put them all in a wheel, and that's how I'm going to pick. That is my 26 of 2026. And I'm just really excited. As you can tell, some of those books I was reading, like, I know what the books are about and I know I want to read them, but then reading the synopsis made me extra excited, like I not know what the book was about in the first place. So I'm just like, I'm in a good place. I'm having a great time, and those books are going to continue to help me have a great time. And I really hope I manage to get through that list this year. Yay! We finished another one, guys. Another video. I hope you're proud of me, because I am. I'm proud of you too for being here. Thank you for coming back. Make sure you like, comment. What do you want to comment? What are you having for tea? Let's talk about what you're having for tea, okay? I guess it should be book related. You can let me know if any of these books that I've said today are on your list. Which one are you most excited for? What's your biggest anticipated release of 2026? Maybe top 3 if you want to write 3. Whatever you like. Whatever you like, I'm gonna read it, and I'm probably gonna add it to my ongoing TBR because I can't help myself apparently. Make sure you also subscribe if you haven't already, because you like me. You do. Yeah. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.